Hi everybody. If you have been wanting to make a YouTube video but feel a little bit intimidated by the process of editing and then uploading it onto the site, this video is for you. I'm going to show you a free Clipchamp app that I've been using, and it's very intuitive, and I will be here to show you step by step how to use it. And real quick, if you are curious about learning some really cool AI tools, this description does contain an affiliate link that I may earn a small commission on. It is with an incredible resource I stumbled across called Arlen Hamilton in her first 5K, and her approach is so down to earth, and she's so full of integrity, and her story is amazing. The community she's built has just been paying it forward, and I have learned so much from her links. So be sure to check it out. It's free. By the way, I am Lori Woodward. I have been a mechanical engineer for the last 30 plus years, and realized when I turned 60 last November that, oh my goodness, that retirement word is going to happen here in the next decade. And something really shifted at me. I had a pull, and I thought, you know what? I am at a point in my life where I have a story, and I want to bring more value into this world. And I've really have been praying hard on how I was going to do that. And I just woke up and saw, well, Lori, look what's happening all around us. Technology is changing overnight. I do enjoy technology. With AI, I just decided, you know what? I'm going to create a community that originally, who knows where this is going to land, but I'm going to be very approachable. Create a warm space where I'm going to just share with you tools and AI techniques that I'm discovering in my life, and just taking baby steps, and going to share that journey with you one by one. So I'm sure you have something to give back too. So I would love for you to come along on this journey with me, and we get to know each other, and together we can make this world a better place. Hey everyone, so here we are in this app that I'm just starting to really love because it's free so far, and it's very intuitive to me. If I have any questions whatsoever, ChatGPT has been able to help me out just spot on. Just really knows this app well. So I feel like a lot of people are probably using this because they're building up a lot of memory from it. Um, so what you're seeing here is this app called Clipchamp.com, and I'm already signed on. You can see I have my initials over here, Lori Woodward, but it's a real simple sign on. When I signed up about a year ago, it was just a simple email and a password. Now you might be forced to go through Facebook or Google or Microsoft 365, but it's very intuitive, so don't let that be a showstopper. Just get signed up for it and just go with the free version for now. That's all I've needed up to this point. But what I'm going to show you today is just how to very high level get a video into Clipchamp, edited, nothing fancy yet, you guys, and then upload it into YouTube. So the very first thing I want to show you is this is your home page or your default page. So this is when you sign up, this is what you're going to see. And to upload, I always do my videos on my phone. I have no special equipment. I have not done it for my desktop yet, but that's up to you. So I'm just showing you what I have done so far. So I simply take a video on my phone and then download that MP4 file onto my desktop. And if anybody has questions about that, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'm here to help you guys out, okay? I'm assuming, I think probably what I do sometimes is I assume a lot of people know some of this stuff and you don't. So I apologize if you're struggling with some very, I guess what you would say, beginner issues. And like I said, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. So I have my video made. I have it uploaded from my phone onto my desktop, which as we all know, is Windows Explorer. And then to get that into this app, you simply hit create a new video. I'll look for the hand here. Create a new video. And then you're going to see a screen that looks like this. And then we're going to import the video. So for the sake of training, I did 2 very short videos on my phone, and I am going to bring them in now. So you hit import media right here on the left hand pane, over here in the purple button. Hopefully you all see this. And now it takes me directly to my Windows Explorer. And I have everything nicely laid out in my folders. So I'm going right where I saved these MP4 files to. And for today's training, I'm going to bring in 2 different videos that I made. And I'm not sure if you can do 2 at a time or not. We'll find out. So I just highlighted them, and I'm going to hit an open. And yes, you see that it can bring in as many files or MP4 files at the same time. So what you guys see over here is the first one I made, which I have labeled A, is on the bottom. And the second one I made was labeled C, and it's on the top. So it always brings in, if you bring in more than 1 file at a time, it's always going to put the oldest at the bottom, okay? So kind of just keep that in mind. And this is so easy, you guys. There's way more here, but I'm going to keep this very elementary today. So let's just say I wanted to bring these 2 files together, okay? Let's just pretend that this is an introduction. A is an introduction and C is content or an exit, okay? So think of A as a hi and C as a bye, okay? So you just click on it and you simply drag it down here to what I'm calling a timeline. I think there's another name for it, but I'm not going to get hung up at that here. And you can see if I just drag this little toolbar here, it's the entire file. See, across there. Now, first thing I'm going to show you guys is how to edit just 1 file, okay? So let's just say this is the only MP4 video I'm going to present this week. So you can hit, this is your play button right here in the middle, the purple arrow, and you hit start. If you always have wanted to create a video and download it to YouTube. Okay, so you guys kind of see that there. Now, one thing I do want to point out right away is there's a lot of other bars to add text, to add audio. We are not getting into that today. We're going to keep this very simple. You're a beginner and you just want to start getting some videos out there because you have something to offer to this world. We all do. What I want to show you down here is this is very, very critical. Down in the lower right-hand corner is your zoom in timeline. So you can make these bigger. Notice how it's getting bigger. And then you can make it smaller. And that's very critical when you start piecing videos together, okay? So just, I wanted to point that out. This down here in your lower right-hand corner is an extremely valuable tool, okay? So let's just say this is the only video I have this week. Scroll over here to the far left. As you can see, I'm on the bottom. And the first part of the video, I was just getting set up. So what you do is you just kind of watch it. If you always, and I stop it where I think I want to actually be the start of my video. This is really cool too, you guys. So this scissors over here, the split on the far left, this is how you can trim videos, okay? So if I hit the scissor here, now notice what it did is it made everything to the right in purple. And that's what I could delete. But I don't want to delete because I'm considering that part is the good part of my video. So I'm going to make this purple, everything to the left, and that's what I want to delete. And don't worry about it. If you accidentally delete something you don't mean to, you can always back up here with the undo button in the upper left-hand corner that I'm pointing to right here. Everybody see this by my hand? So let's just say I wanted to start the video, let's just say here, okay? Make sure that this is purple and simply hit your delete button. Notice how it became trash can and that part of it's gone. So now let's just say, okay, let's see how this thing's looking from the very beginning. I have wanted to create. It's like, I don't think I want to delete all that stuff. Maybe I needed a little bit more of an intro there. So I'm going to come here to the upper left and I'm going to hit undo, and you notice the video's back now. So now this is just kind of a little play game. You move this toolbar. One thing else I want to point out too is there's always going to be some little gaps when you start deleting stuff. Try to keep that minimal. You can just drag it over. Notice how the purple line showed up? And also at the end, don't worry about it, because if there is a gap, Clipchamp will actually tell you, do you want me to fix this? So it's part of this is just going to be playing with it, but I wanted to show you how easy it is to trim a video. That I think stumps a lot of people at first, and with Clipchamp, it's so easy. So let's just say, okay, you know what? I think I need my video to start maybe about here. So I'm going to just start it here. I always have wanted to create you know what? I feel like it needs to be edited starting here. I always have wanted to. Nope, I think it needs to go back a little bit further. Maybe about here. I always have wanted. So I'm just going to kind of guess. Nice face, right? And I'm going to say, I think it needs to start about here. So you notice the purple, again, it defaulted to the right and I went it to the left, that I want deleted. So I'm going to delete that out now. I'm going to drag this over so there's no gaps. Again, don't worry about that. That's something you'll learn as you go. But I'm just going to see how this looks now from here. Always have wanted to create. Not bad. And you know, if I didn't like it, I could do an undo and go back even a little bit further if you wanted to be exactly correct. But those are the things you can play with, okay? Again, just, it is some hands-on, but you guys will pick up on it. So if I just start it right here, always have wanted to. I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to delete all this to the right, or to the left. And now I'm just going to assume, okay, this is where I want my video to start at. And let's just kind of do a really quick review of it. Always have wanted to. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so now let's just say this is where I want the video to start at. So I'm going to drag this over to the very, very beginning. And let's just say I like this where it starts at. And let's just pretend for the sake of this training that I like everything in between. I can tell you right now, I reached for my phone here to shut it off. So I'm going to cut some of this off. Let's just do this. Let's just kind of see where this is. I'm watching it here. YouTube. Okay, let's just say I wanted to end it about here. So I'm going to hit the scissors again, and everything to the right got highlighted, and I'm going to delete that out. So again, for the sake of this training, I'm just going to pretend, yeah, I'm really happy with this part of the video. You know, it starts here. I always have wanted to. And I talk about some stuff, and then it's going to kind of end like this. YouTube. There. I have wanted. So there's that. Now, let's pretend I want to back that up with my exit video, which is C. And this gets really cool. You can just simply drag it right down here to this timeline and butt it right up. And you'll see that purple line shows up. So that's a hint. Now these two videos are going to be combined. So watch this here. Here's the end of the first one that we just played with. And here's the beginning of the next one. Now, same thing here. I know I'm going to want to edit some of the beginning of this off. Like here where I'm looking at my notes, getting ready to take my glasses off. And I'm just going to kind of guess. And I'm still taking my glasses off. And I'm getting ready to talk.
And I'm just going to stop it there and see how it looks. So I'm going to hit my scissors. And this is the beginning of video C. And I'm just going to delete that out of there. So hit my delete button. You notice it's gone now, down here in the bottom. And then I'm going to take my little toolbar, or I should call it cursor, and I'm going to drag the other video right next to it. Again, you see that purple line show up. And let's just see how these look combining. Okay, I'm going to hit play.
YouTube.
Not bad, right? I could just combine two
Upload it to
videos.
YouTube.
See that? See how easy it was? It's simply just dragging your videos down here to the timeline, doing some editing with the cut, or they call it the split, the scissors icon right here in the left side, right where my hand is. Everybody see that? And just dragging and dropping things together. Now there's things you can do to pretty it up, to have the transitions look really, really good. But I'm not going to get into that today. This is just kind of like if you are where I'm at, and I just want to start getting stuff out there, knowing that it's not going to be good. It's going to be really bad, as a matter of fact. But that's okay. Give yourself grace. You're allowed to be bad, okay? And every time you do this, you're going to get better and better. There is one other thing that I am doing right now. So I'm going to speak to one more thing. So here, all I did was I trimmed videos, kind of got it to where I wanted it to merge together. And I have been done a lot of research with Chat and Claude on this, and people really like to see the auto captions on the bottom. So I've been using this caption this caption option is what I'm trying to say. And I'm not going to go through it right now because it takes a while. Well, let's just see. If you hit try now, you're going to see this pop-up box, transcribe with AI, and I hit transcribe media in English. And notice over here on the right, it's doing its thing. It's actually generating. It takes a while. Like my last video was 11 minutes, and it took a while to do this. But with these two short videos, it looks like it's not going to take that long. You can see it generating the captions right now. And if for some reason you decide later you don't want the captions, you can just come up here and turn off auto captions. But it's still doing its thing. The circles aren't complete yet. It's still thinking. It's still processing the captions. So I'm just going to wait here a little bit and see if it hopefully gets done here really soon. Looks like A is done, the first video. See this? Isn't this cool? You actually can see it over here on the right pane. And when it's completed, it'll start showing up here down in your actual video. And like I said, from my research and what I've used with ChatGPT and Claude, people really like to see the auto captions along the bottom. So let's just kind of see where we are with this. Download captions. I don't even know for sure if I needed to do that, to tell you the truth. I don't think I needed to do that. So we're just ignore that part of the video, the training. I did not need to hit download captions SRT. What I was waiting to see if it was completed or not. By the way, this is how you collapse these panes if you don't want to see them. So now we're going to go back to the beginning and see if the captions are there.
You guys have wanted to create
so cool?
a video and download it to YouTube.
That is so cool, isn't it? All right. And again, don't forget in the lower right-hand corner, the plus and the minus. That just helps you control the timeline a lot better. So let's just say you got your videos trimmed. You got them transitioned to the best of your ability right now. It's not perfect, but you know what? That's okay. You got your auto captions on. Now let's get this thing out there on your YouTube channel. And you simply hit the export in the upper right, this purple export button right here. Now, the quality, you guys can play with this a little bit. When I get into 10-minute videos and longer, I go with the 720 pixels. I believe that that's what that stands for. I'm not sure what the P stands for. I think that's what it is, but I could be wrong. So don't beat me up. But if it's a shorter one like this one, I choose the higher quality because this one will actually export really quick. And you can call it whatever you want. I'm calling this week 3 Clipchamp training. And then you just simply hit the export button, and it's going to take a little while to export. You can see it over here. It's exporting right now with the purple bar. 45 seconds. We can talk through that. And again, you guys, if you make a mistake, don't worry. You can always go back and re-edit. And you don't have to publish this. You can keep it private at first until you feel confident hitting that publish button. But what I really, really like about Clipchamp is it speaks directly to YouTube and other places too. So I do 2 things once it's uploaded. So you can see it's uploading. And we got just a little bit here left to do. Like I said, the longer the video, the longer this takes to upload. As that's uploading, I'm going to show you. I always do 2 things at the end. Your video is ready to share. I first save it to my computer. So you simply hit save to your computer and save it wherever you want. Okay? I hit cancel there because I don't need to save this. But then this is really cool. You get it immediately onto your YouTube channel. You simply hit upload to YouTube, and then you go through and fill out these headers here. Use Chat GPT. I do. I'm starting to use Claude a lot more too. I kind of compare the two, but get a suggestion based on your YouTube, what a great capturing title would be for the YouTube platform. Be sure to mention that you're uploading this to YouTube, and then get a really good description. Make sure you delete out this part of it because this text is always defaulted into here. So make sure you get rid of it before you put in your description. And then, like I said, if you're not comfortable just uploading it yet without looking at it, you can keep it unlisted or private. I would keep it private. I'm at the point now where I'm just like, what the heck? I'm going to look goofy. Let's just learn. I always make it public. And then your category is always going to be people and blogs. Again, your category is people and blogs. I suppose unless you're doing something specific to like travel and events. But my go-to has always been people and blogs. And then a couple keywords. You don't want to have too many keywords from what I can tell from your research, but keywords, that relate to you, that people may search and say, oh, that's what this YouTube's about. Your YouTube will come up based on this search. And then I think that's about all. Oh, unless you're specifically making it for children, make sure you always click no, it's not made for kids. And that's it here. You simply hit upload. So down here in the lower left-hand corner, you hit this purple upload button, and it'll instantly upload into your YouTube channel. And then you can simply just go to your YouTube channel and edit it any way that you deem necessary at that point and make it public at that point, and then you can publish it and share it. So that's what I have for you guys today. Again, I just wanted to keep this very high level with simply downloading in your videos, trimming them, transitioning them together. In my point, or what I'm doing now is putting on the auto captions and then exporting it directly into your YouTube channel. I hope that helps you guys. I know I'm not the perfect teacher yet, but feel free to reach out and let's just start here, okay?
And before we go this week, share 2 things with me. Share with me what your aha was this week, and what's something that you can share about yourself that we can get to know each other better in this community. For me, it is I have been listening to Susie Ortman's podcast, and I wish somebody would have turned me on to her years ago. but I have learned so much from her. One thing that I'm really diving deep into, I have for about a year and a half now, and she has been such a leader. Obviously, she's proof, is dollar cost averaging. That has been actually really fun and so easy. And she's really given me some good steps. And the people she interviews is just amazing, but her story is amazing. So, dollar cost averaging, cannot say enough about that. And then something about myself this week. I love country roads. Whenever life just gets a little bit hectic or I need to decompress, there's nothing better than getting into my car and just finding a really cool country road and just going for a long drive. Being thankful and just letting it all go. So, on that note, please share something about yourself. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.